Imagine a voice that once painted dreams across an entire generation, lifting hearts with pure, innocent joy. Now, picture that same voice, trembling, saying goodbye not to the stage, but to the life it knew. A legend, scarred by battles no spotlight could reveal, facing a tragic diagnosis that threatens to silence him forever. This is the heartbreaking journey of a man who smiled for the world while shattering inside. He came from humble roots, a boy in a bustling family where music wasn't just fun, it was survival. Born into a home filled with faith and tight budgets, he was the young one carrying hopes bigger than himself. His siblings included two who couldn't hear a note, yet he sang louder, desperate for them to feel the vibration through his soul. From tiny stages to national television, his talent exploded early. At just 5, he stepped into blinding lights, belting out a simple tune that changed everything. Applause crashed like waves, pulling his family from quiet streets to the chaos of fame's big city. Childhood vanished in rehearsals and spotlights. No playground games, no carefree summers, just endless practice, where mistakes felt like failures against everything he believed in. He became the perfect symbol of wholesome hope, a kid who couldn't say no, trapped in a role that demanded constant shine. Backstage, alone with dangling feet and memorized lines, he wondered who he was without the performance. Pressure built like a storm, turning cheers into chains. But he endured, transforming fear into faith, duty into rhythm. By his early teens, he was a sensation. Hits topped charts, merchandise flooded stores, and fans screamed from every corner. Stadiums filled with adoration, but inside, the boy felt smaller with every roar. He whispered reminders to himself before shows don't fail. His family ran like a tight unit, discipline wrapped in devotion. No teenage rebellion, no stolen kisses, just schedules and smiles. I didn't have a youth, he'd later share. I had a spotlight. Then came the peak. A dazzling variety show with his sibling, drawing millions weekly into homes with song, dance, and laughter. On air, he sparkled. Off air, exhaustion clawed deeper. Endless days blurred into masks he couldn't remove. Critics turned cruel, mocking the very purity that built him. Fame's flood receded, leaving him stranded. Doors slammed shut. Indifference stung worse than hate. He tried reinventing, but the world had moved on. Financial ruin hit hard. Bad choices and overreach buried the family in debt, millions owed, homes at risk. From star to struggle overnight, he performed anywhere to pay bills. Small crowds echoing his fight. Humiliation burned, but it sparked rebirth. In hidden studios, he crafted new sounds, raw with experience. If this story touches your heart, please share it. One track, released without his name, soared mysteriously. When revealed as his, it wasn't just a hit, it was resurrection. Fans saw the man, not the idol. He'd risen from ashes, voice deeper, spirit unbreakable, love woven through the chaos. He spotted her on a field, cheering for another, but his heart locked in. Years of secret longing, then a quiet yes. Marriage at a tender age sparked backlash. Fans felt betrayed. Letters turned venomous. He lost followers overnight, but gained the anchor. They built a home amid storms, kids arriving during tours, simple joys Like floor picnics and lullabies over static. Debt deepened the strain. He toured relentlessly, calling home to hear breaths through phones. Fights flared from distance, but notes like love, need you present healed cracks. 5 sons grew in a house of chaos and forgiveness. Grandkids now fill it with new energy. Over decades, their bond outlasted ruin, becoming the quiet triumph. Loss carved deepest wounds. His mother, the family's gentle guide, slipped away first. Her kitchen harmonies gone, he sang at her service with a cracked voice, melody lingering for her. Then his father, the steadfast leader, followed. No more proud silhouettes in crowds. Brothers faded, 2 strokes, illnesses, one final goodbye, leaving an empty mic on stage. He sang their song alone, note hanging unfinished, grief, shifting his music's key. Now he performs for memory, carrying echoes in every breath. But the cruelest fight turned inward. One night, numbness stole his movement. Decades of leaps and bows compressed his spine. Nerves screaming silent. Surgery risked everything. Waking to unresponsive limbs mirrored old despairs. Infection followed, hospital days blending in beeps and fear. His wife never left her hand a lifeline. Whispering again through falls. Therapy was war-trembling steps, marked victories like toe twitches. Spring brought the miracle. One shaky stride, tears flowing. He returned to stages changed, singing truths forged in pain. Strength is rising after falls, he shared with roaring crowds. Today, at 67, he embraces dawn's quiet over night's glare. Home in desert.com, with a studio for whispers, a library of memories, trails walked hand in hand. Wealth earned, wisely modest cars, meaningful gifts to hearing causes honoring his brothers. Faith fuels giving, mentoring, select shows, blending stories and song. His life defies fade-outs, from boy belting for the unheard to man refining through fire. He's proof endurance dazzles brightest. Pain polished him, love sustained him, faith lifted him. If his courage moves you, like, subscribe, and share this tale. Let it remind us, legends evolve, one resilient note at a time.